This artwork has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up artworks that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. I would like to thank Fanhome for providing me with the artwork so I can produce these videos for your enjoyment and educational needs. If you'd like to build one of your own, pop along to fanhome.com. They're available in many countries worldwide. If you do want to build one, leave a note in the comments to let me know how you're getting on. So thank you once more to Fanhome for providing me with this kit. I hope you enjoy the build. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and welcome to issue 7 of building Kitt from Knight Rider. We've done the scannery thing and started building the framework. We're going to continue with that and the suspension and things like that. But first of all, we'll have a look through the magazine and see what we're going to learn about the series. The Night of the Phoenix was the pilot episode, like a double length thing, almost a film really, but yeah, it was all right. It lacks something that the series builds up to and obviously progresses and gets better, but it was okay. It was fine. Yeah, introducing Kitt, obviously you got lots to squeeze into a pilot episode, but it worked. It was all right. Songs, look, didn't realize there were so many songs in it, to be honest, but there we go. Unless this is just the world of the 80s. It might just be 80s songs. I don't know. Yeah. Comtron. The then thriving industry of new technology based in Silicon Valley. Yeah. Just all high-tech new computers. It's not that high-tech, is it really? But yes, we've got Kitt, obviously the display panel and things in there. Skidding and smokescreen as a feature. The opening story of the first season, 21 episodes in the first season. Great results in the ratings. Yeah, oh, he fell asleep, didn't he? But he didn't really. But well, he did. But Kitt was driving. It's all okay. It's all right. Jailbreak. That was quite impressive. Yeah. Demolition Derby. Yeah, I remember that as well. Kitt stolen by small-time crooks. Yeah, all good. Right, the build we'll get to momentarily. We're what we're doing. The steering gearbox. There we go. And then the other half of the chassis. We shall do that momentarily, and we'll end up with a couple of parts. Good to go. The secret files are Richard Basehart. I don't know who he is. Played Wilton Knight. Obviously only in the pilot episode because he died. Oh, he didn't, the actor, but the character. Yeah, Wilton Knight died, and that's why the Foundation for Law and Order, Law and Government, its flag took over. So that's that. I'll clear the bench, I'll get the parts ready, and we'll get the steering stuff sorted out. Right, we have some fun and interesting parts. These are from previous weeks, so I don't think we're going to be doing anything with that. Oh yes, we will. We're going to be fitting this side to it. But first of all, we're starting off with the little steering gearbox linkage assembly. GM screws we need for that, so let's get a couple of those out. We're going to be using a couple more the other side as well, so let me get 4 of those out, or 5, and then put one away. Maybe come back for some more of those in a moment. But right, we are fitting one of those. There's 2 of those, and they both appear to be the same, so it's nice and easy. Now there's holes in 4 sides of that. So again, it doesn't look like it matters which way round it goes. GM screw going through there and holding that in place in there. So the tricky bit is holding that there while you're going through there and tightening into there. I'm just going to get that in there a little bit and then go in the other side and do the same again to make sure it all lines up. So far so good. That's gone in there quite smoothly, quite conveniently. Then I can go and get both of those tightened up. That is that. Then we need to fix the other side of that. I shouldn't have done it like that. It needs to be the other way round. So I do need to loosen that off, because otherwise it won't turn. It will turn, but it won't rotate. So I do actually need to take one side out completely. and then it'll turn around. Make sure you get it that way round, not the way I had it, because that's completely wrong. There. Now we can tighten it back up again. Go right, so that's still got some movement there if we need it, which we probably will. The long arm, what do they call that? The steering column, in fact. It doesn't matter which way around it goes, they're both the same. And that's attaching in exactly the same way to the other side of that. There. There. Get it in a few turns and then do the other side. This is like a universal joint, so we can have some movement and change the angle of the column, and it will still work. There you go. So yeah, that will angle in any direction, and when it goes round, that will sort of free up and maintain a curve even while being rotated. So that goes in there. On the other side of that, again, we do need more GM screws because we're going to put the other bracket on the other end. I assume that will then fix to the bit with the steering wheel on it. So this is going in that side, but again, this time I'm going to make sure I get it the right way round and not rotated 90 degrees, so it doesn't actually work. In there, that one in the other side. So far, so good. Tighten those down. There we go. That's that. Let's turn the page to the other side and get the gears linked into this bit. So we have a worm drive will go across there, in there like that. And that will then go through there. Let's see, it's got to be one way round. Which bit are we working on? We're working actually on this side, so let's go from there. So that's going on there, and that's dropping in through there all the way out the other side, making sure that engages. So when you turn that, it turns that. So that will then go over the top. Locks everything in place. Still turns. And it's held in place with 3 screws. By the looks of it, 3 EM screws. Let's get those out of here. 1, 2, and 3. Corner. Obviously, once again, as ever, get them all in before you tighten even the first one up, just to make sure it all lines up and engages properly. And in this case, before I tighten it down, I'm going to make sure that that still works and turns the gear inside, which it is if you hold it together a little bit. Yep, there we go. So now I can get that locked in place like that, and the third screw tightening down into there. So that's all together, and turning that indeed turns that square on there, so the steering is working nice. So this is then being fitted to the other part that we've just got. That's that way up. This is coming from that side. Obviously we've got the 2 pins there. Going to go through there like that, and we're going to have the ones with the washers, and it's going to be these screws. Yes, it is indeed, as the picture says. 2 of those out, and get them installed into there. So far, so good. There, that one in there. Then we can tighten those down. Then we've got one more screw to put in. That's interesting. Through the bottom there. So before I tighten both of these up, I'm going to use an EM screw through the bottom there. Lines up in there. So again, make sure it lines up before I tighten up anything. Really making sure this bit is secure in there. So that's that. Then we can come back and tighten up everything else. So once that's done, move that out of the way there. Looks like there's a little groove there that's obviously going to angle into. So if I turn this, yeah, that's still turning the steering in there. Nice, so far so good. Then we are coming back with this, fitting that in place on there like the other side we did earlier with 2 of these IM screws. Go. See, 1 in each side from the outside, but these lining up, get it the right way up like we did on the last one. Now this is the one that actually screws in all the way through. So let's just get that started off first. Come on. You know you want to, because it's such a long screw. It's difficult to get the angle right without pushing it too far and causing problems. Going through there, that looks like it's in the right general direction. I'm sure that's going to be okay. Get the other side started as well. It looks about right. Oh, that's coming through. And that one's okay there already. Let's get that through there. Line up the hole in the middle for this to go through. That is actually lining up like it isn't at the moment. Feels better. Tightening up without feeling like it's tightening anywhere. So that's gone through there okay. And that one, again, exactly the same through the other side. And that will be like that. I'll tighten those up off camera. There's no point in you sitting there for 5 minutes watching me tighten up a screw. That is that. So that is getting there. I'm not entirely certain. That is that side. That's the right. So let's get that there. It's got an L and an R on there somewhere. I'm sure it will have. They all have. Although they're wildly different, so it might not. I would assume, I mean, this is going to be to the steering wheel, so I have to come up that way-ish, isn't it? It's going to be around there somewhere. So we're getting an idea as to the size now of the body coming out and getting there. I quite like it, although that's that way round. So, yeah, it's getting there. I hope you're enjoying the build. Do let me know in the comments if you are, or if I've made any glaring mistakes. I always appreciate any feedback. So thank you very much. I shall see you very shortly for more of the same. I'll get these tightened up before I go anywhere. But I shall be continuing very soon with the next issue. So thanks for watching. Stay safe. Bye-bye for now.